What's going on? Brian Tong here. The iPhone 17 Pro may have been spotted in the wild. A tipster reveals all new 17 Pro camera features, and Apple keeps rolling and hits another quarterly revenue record. But let's start with the juicy stuff, and it's the iPhone 17 Pro because we know Apple has to go out and test their phones in the real world. A social media post by user Skyfops showed off two photos of a man in sunglasses and a hat, very undercover looking, holding two iPhones. Now, one clearly looks like the iPhone 16 Pro, while the other is in a thick black case to hide its design. The big giveaway is that it's a 17 Pro because it has cutouts on the right side for the camera's flash and LiDAR sensors. And this layout matches all the rumors and reports about the iPhone 17 Pro's new design, featuring a camera bar with the flash and LiDAR on the far right side. Another picture from the side shows a significantly thicker black case used to hide the new iPhone and cover and new camera bar design and the camera lens protrusions. He's also being escorted by security. According to the social post, this guy on the right would hover around to do his best to obscure and prevent a good view of the iPhone with his body. The photos were taken in San Francisco by Union Square, where Apple has its own flagship retail store, but they also have offices in San Francisco as well. In fact, some of those offices were in the same building I used to work in when I was in San Francisco. Now, this isn't nearly as big of a story as the iPhone 4 that was left at the bar. Also, leaks are so good, we already know what it looks like, but when I see those pics, that is absolutely an iPhone 17 Pro. They probably thought no one would even notice because every iPhone looks the same anyways. Okay, I kid. I just know some of you would really get triggered. You sometimes make it too easy. But we are expecting the entire iPhone 17 lineup to be announced in the first half of September. And you can check out my complete iPhone 17 video breakdown I recently did on this channel for all the models and everything we expect and know so far. Now, that's not the only leak of the week. An anonymous tipster reached out to MacRumors.com with more information about this year's flagship phone. The tipster claims they are connected to the film company that is working on an iPhone 17 Pro TV commercial, and that company is publicly listed as one of Apple's clients. Here's what has been revealed, but MacRumors makes it clear they have not independently confirmed any of this information yet. The tipster says the new 17 Pro will come with an upgraded telephoto lens with up to an 8x optical zoom. That would be a big jump up considering the current one has only a 5x optical zoom on the 16 Pro and Pro Max. The lens can reportedly also move, allowing you to have a smoother, continuous zoom at various focal lengths. It will also get a new Pro Camera app from Apple that will handle both photos and videos. I'll have to wait and see how it compares to something like Halide, Kino, and Filmic Pro, but we don't know if it would be exclusive to iPhone 17 Pro models. There were reports that the Final Cut camera app was going to get a revamp, and maybe this could be connected to that report. We've also heard that the 17 Pro will bring video recording for the front and rear cameras at the same time, something I've asked them for. And the final big nugget from this tipster, they say there will be an additional camera control button on the top edge of devices for quickly accessing the camera and related settings, and it would complement the current camera control button that you find on the bottom right edge on iPhone 16 models, obviously coming to 17 models. We haven't seen this anywhere, at least from what I've heard, but two camera control buttons? We'll see. The tipster also told MacRumors that the iPhone 17 Pro will have a new copper-like color option and the recentered Apple logo based on the new design, so those are all likely true if this tipster is to be believed. The other funny part about this was that MacRumors had to update the article and remove the name of the film company, which was originally included in the article, because there probably aren't too many people that are working on an exclusive video for an iPhone 17 Pro from a specific film company that is a partner with Apple. Y'all gotta be careful how you do these leak things, okay? Now, I also did a recent video featuring all the new colors of the iPhone 17 lineup, and leaker Majin Buu, one of the first people who revealed the new rumored colors, released a video clip of the new colors for the 17 Pro. And here, dark blue really stands out from the pack, but if that is really the orange color they're going for, in the famous words of Steve Jobs, yuck. Yeah, if it's that light orange creamsicle color, then it's a hard pass for me. Then Sonny Dixon also released images of dummy models of the entire iPhone 17 lineup. Here's the iPhone 17 in black, white, light blue, green, and purple. In the 17 Air, you got black, white, gold, and light blue. And then you have the 17 Pro and Pro Max in the black, white, dark blue, and orange. But even in these pictures, that orange does not look good. You can also see the Apple logo has been moved and lowered to be more centered below that massive camera bar. Maybe it's the lighting or the angle, and yes, these are mock-ups without the treatment that the actual product goes through, but I'm not a fan of that orange. Now, Majin Buu posted his own image of the new colors where the orange looks more to my liking, so let's just really hope it really is a deeper orange or a copper-like orange. Don't look like an orange Julius. And if you're one of the youngins, you're probably looking up what orange Julius is right now. And just in case you don't believe anything I've told you about the new 17 lineup because it's still not official, another image on the Chinese social media platform Weibo is this render of third-party cases that reinforce the new camera bar design from different models. The main difference here for the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Air, the magnets form a complete circle on the back for MagSafe charging and accessories. For 17 Pro and 17 Pro Max, the magnet no longer completes a circle and appears to make room for what could be the Apple logo because it will reportedly be positioned lower on the 17 Pro and Pro Max models. Okay, in a fun nugget of news, Apple sold its 3 billionth iPhone. Senior Vice President of Worldwide Marketing Greg Joswiak made the announcement on his X account, and that is a huge milestone. Apple just announced their third fiscal quarter earnings, which is the second calendar quarter, and it was a big one. They set another total revenue record with revenue of $94 billion and a new quarterly profit of $23.4 billion. What were some of the driving forces behind this? Consumers freaking out to beat the tariff price hikes. No joke. iPhone sales were up 13% compared to the same quarter last year, and iPhone 16 models have proven to be more popular than the iPhone 15 was during the same time period last year. Or people are really scrambling to beat the tariff price hike. I think it might be more like that. Now, Apple saw growth in Mac sales thanks to the M4 Mac lineup, but iPad, wearables, and the home and accessories categories were all down. Apple Services revenue also hit an all-time record and expect that to go up even more with their new Apple Care One subscription coverage plan that I talked about in my last video. Now, there was a few takeaways from Apple's third quarter financial results. You always have people that ask questions to Tim Cook. So he said that Apple is making good progress on the missing personalized Siri features that we have been waiting on since their WWDC 2024 debut. And he said they are still expected to release next year in 2026. When asked if Apple is open to an AI company acquisition to accelerate their efforts, Cook said they are significantly growing their AI investments and they are open to mergers and acquisitions that help accelerate the roadmap. Many of the big name AI companies out there, they're just too big, but recent reports revealed that Apple has considered purchasing Perplexity AI, which is valued at $18 billion. Apple has also had several high-ranking employees that were key to the creation of their Apple Intelligence Foundation language models poached by Meta. They've left. There have been reports about a talent drain happening and a lower morale after their failed initial launch and all the criticism around Apple Intelligence. Bottom line, it still feels like they are significantly behind because they actually are. And they need to show a huge leap in improvements and useful and practical consumer level features with Apple Intelligence. All right, looking forward to the rumored foldable iPhone. JP Morgan has echoed what a lot of others are saying, and in a market research note, they report that Apple will launch their first foldable phone in 2026 with the iPhone 18 lineup. That's not breaking news or anything right now, but sometimes timing is everything. The Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 7 is out, and I'll be putting up my full review on my channel here next week. But Samsung just announced that the Z Fold 7 is experiencing its highest pre-order sales for a fold device ever, with sales surpassing the previous model by 50%. That is a huge jump, and the combined pre-orders for both the Z Fold 7 and Z Flip 7 have shown a 25% increase year over year. I've been absolutely impressed with the hardware, and this has been a moment where we're finally seeing some significant traction for foldables in the US market. And then you have Apple over here, finally waiting to launch their own next year. I think one thing people aren't talking about as much is how different Apple's will and might be. We know about they're working on a better hinge. They're working on reducing the crease in the center, because the Z Fold 7 has a 6.5-inch outer screen, and then when you open it up, it has an 8-inch inner screen. It's a full-size phone that is just barely thicker than something like an iPhone 16 Pro Max. The reports are that Apple is planning to have their own 5.5-inch outer display and a 7.8-inch inner display. That is significantly smaller in size from the outside, and if that's the case, we might see Apple taking a design approach closer to the Passport-style Google Pixel Fold, which was 5.8 inches on that outer screen, which I absolutely loved from a feel in hand and size standpoint. Apple's Foldable is rumored to be slightly thicker, and with a smaller footprint, that makes sense as well. But instead of calling it the Apple Fold, will it be called something like the Apple Passport with its dimensions like that? Because when was the last time Apple used a product name from Samsung that they had first in their own product? Maybe you can correct me. I'm just thinking out loud right here, and the word fold and foldable is a known thing. It's very searchable, but Apple, they like to do their own thing. I could actually see them calling it the Passport with the rumored dimensions of this design. And don't hold me to this name, right? Don't bring it up to me and tell me that I'm wrong down the road, but if I'm right, I'm going to be reminding you every time. Just put it right here. Apple Passport. I was right or wrong. And in some Apple content news, if you haven't seen F1 the movie, I'm telling you to go see it now. This is an Apple original film, and the movie has surpassed $500 million in global box office revenue. That makes it their highest grossing theatrical release to date, and a big accomplishment for Apple TV Plus. I've seen it twice, and the only way to see it has to be in IMAX. In fact, I believe they're re-releasing it to IMAX on August the 8th, so check that out at your local theaters. Just to let you know how high I am on it, if I had to rank all the movies I've seen in 2025 so far, let's start at number 1, and it has to be Sinners. You've got its amazing and original story and cinematography that is incredible. Number 2 is F1 the movie. It's that freaking good and shot entirely in the IMAX format. It looks incredible. And 3 is the Fantastic Four. 4 is Superman, and 5 is either Jurassic Park Rebirth or Thunderbolts, but I still have to see The Naked Gun. So yeah, I'm all over the place. But that's just my list for now. So I want to know, what is your top 5 list of movies? Put in the comments. I want to see what you got, but F1 the movie is that good. It's expected to come to Apple TV Plus later this year, and Apple has also reportedly put in a winning bid to stream Formula One racing in the near future. All right, that's going to do it for this video. If you like what you see, give me that thumbs up, subs up, and hit that notification bell, ding, to get all my latest videos when they drop. And if you want more of that Apple goodness, you can check out my weekly Apple Bits XL audio podcast with the latest stories and special guests. Plus, you can support all my content with an ad-free version of the podcast, early access to my content, and exclusive content at patreon.com/BrianTong. So thank you so much for watching. Take care, and we'll see you on the next video. Peace and love.